I need you all to pay attention, like pay close attention to what I have to say. And some of you won't agree with this. Some of you will think, oh, it's just saying some stuff. But this is very important. This is something that has worked for me. This is something that I've seen that has worked for so many people in life. You see, if you're just staying wherever you are right now, you might think you're just staying there, but you're beaming thoughts out. You're beaming thoughts. Okay, you have thoughts projecting from you. You can't see them. They're like electric. They're like electric waves. Okay, they're like vibrations. But you're beaming thoughts. You're connecting to people. You are sending out signals. You are attracting people. You are detracting people. You're attracting other people's thoughts. You're refusing other people's thoughts without even saying a single word, because your thoughts are invisible, powerful forces that's doing the job for you. Now, sometimes you have voluntary control over it, and most times you don't have voluntary control over it. That's why you could just enter a room, and if you think in your mind, as you enter the room, if you think in your mind that you're a person of no consequence and you just want to be left alone, you don't have to communicate that. Most people can pick it up, and most people will just stay away from you. But if you enter a room and you're like, this is who I am, and you're just vibrating that thoughts out, you're calling people into your world, you're opening your hands, people will gravitate towards you. People will gravitate towards you. Our thoughts are powerful moving forces that you don't have to say a thing and it works on your behalf. It just keeps making those things. And that's why sometimes you don't say nothing and you could just see someone just smile at you. Sometimes you don't say nothing and you just see someone just frown at you. Sometimes you could enter a building and maybe you see someone coming towards you and you're trying to say hi and they just look away. That's your thoughts. That's the vibe coming off you. However, the reason why I'm making this video is I want to help someone out there. Okay, I want to help someone out there. And everything I'm talking about now in this video has to do with the law of attraction. That's one of the most powerful law of the universe. The law of attraction, whereby what you think is what you attract. If you think you want something, it comes to you. If you, whatever it is that you want, you can focus intensely and attract it to you. However, this is one thing I need you all to get. The law of attraction is rooted in unconditional love. Okay? The law of attraction, the universal law of attraction, is rooted in unconditional love. What do I mean by that? This means that you cannot attract what you don't love. It's plain and simple. You can't attract what you don't love. You can't attract what you hate. You can't attract what you're thinking, what you're beaming, like you're beaming out thoughts that you don't like this, but you want it. You can't attract it. It's applicable to everything in life. money, friendship, relationship, family, jobs. If you don't like it, if you keep beaming out the thoughts that you hate it, it will repel itself away from you. It will just keep moving away. You could want it, but if what's in your head, what's coming, if the thoughts you're beaming out, the thoughts you're radiating, the vibration that you're letting out of your system, if it's one that repels it, it will stay away from you. And that's why you see a lot of people don't have the life that they want, because the life that they want is not what they are thoughtfully calling towards themselves. I was reading a comment by a gentleman once on one of my posts on my page, and he said, I'm just walking myself to an early grave. And in fact, that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of making this video, because if you are thinking it, even if it's a joke, and you're thinking it, that's what you're attracting. Okay? Now, always keep in mind when you're making a joke, jokes are very expensive. Okay? Don't make any kind of joke that will cost you so much, because if you're making a joke to the detriment of the reality, keep in mind that our brains, and this has been proven on neuroscience or neuropsychology on many aspects, our brains doesn't know the difference, or can't really tell the difference between a joke or what's a joke and what's true, or what's fact and what's fiction. That's why you can use affirmations to profess something into reality. That's why people use terms like fake it till you make it. Because if our brain starts seeing something, it begins to think, okay, this is the reality, this is the reality, this is it, this is, and it starts walking towards it. In neurology, they have a saying in neurology that if you start saying the same thing and you say it for 21 days, and you keep saying the same thing, I will be rich, I will be rich, I will be rich. You wake up in the morning, I will be rich. The universe is working in my favor. I am loved. I am full of life. And you keep saying it for 21 days, that will become your reality. That will be the thoughts that you will be beaming out. That will be the vibration that you let out of your system. And that's what will attract. That's what's going to be attracted into your life. This is applicable in everything. You cannot attract what you don't love. You cannot attract what's not rooted in unconditional love in your heart. You cannot attract what you hate. Okay? You cannot attract what you hate. Someone was asking me, oh, this thing about your ex ones. And I was like, I love my exes. Every single woman I've dated in my life were all loved unconditionally. It doesn't matter. And even though at some point we did each other wrong, I don't hold it against them. I don't keep it in my mind. I just let it all go. I let it all go. I don't keep nothing like that on my mind. Like, oh, you did me dirty. You did this. Then I'm gonna hate you for the rest of my life. I'm gonna keep malice towards you for the rest of my life. Every time I see you, I want to break your head. No, none of those things. You need to love. Just love. Just be full of love if you want to attract love into your life. You need to have the love for a good life so you can attract it into your reality. The same thing for money, the same thing for job. You can't be the type of person that you be like, oh, I don't like rich people. Rich people are going to hell, because the Bible says it's going to be much more difficult for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for the rich people to make it to heaven. So I don't want to be rich. Friedrich Nietzsche referred to it as the slave mentality. You can't hate rich folks and want to be rich. You want to be rich, but you're repelling the thoughts, the thoughts that serves as a foundation of becoming rich. You can't despise capitalists and say, oh, I want to become wealthy on my own. Now, everything I'm saying might not fall into the line of logic, because I know most guys are out there are logical and they want things that can be proven in that can be proven mathematically or scientifically or using a formula. But that's not the point. This whole world, and I had this conversation with someone once whereby we're talking about structures and creativity. And the guy was like, I like being spontaneous. I don't like structure. And I was like, I like structure. By the end of the day, keep in mind that everything works together. You need to have an aspect of your life that's rooted in creativity, because that's how you give birth to something. That's how you unleash new aspects of your life or of your thinking or of your creativity. However, in order to nurture it, you need structure. Structure is the one thing that helps you to nurture that thing. I know you're looking for logic to prove what I'm talking about, but that's how you lose it. Looking for a logic that can prove the law of attraction. This is the fundamental law of the universe. You can't prove it with science, you can only prove it with results. And until you begin to let go of things you don't like or things that's causing hate, like things like, for example, you're a woman or you're a man and you want to have a relationship with the opposite sex, but you don't love the opposite sex, you will never attract what you don't love. We live in a society where it's almost like it's much more profitable when a group of men hates a group of women or a group of women hates a group of men. And then we start feeding off that hate. But then when you post a video of a woman bashing men, it goes viral. When you post a video of men bashing women, it goes viral. But when you post videos of people uplifting each other, it doesn't go viral. So people are like, okay, let's go viral instead. But though they want to go viral, they want to create a content that will go viral, and deep down, they all crave to have that one person from the opposite sex that will still love them unconditionally. They crave it, but the thoughts they are beaming out, it's repelling what they crave. Go back to your truth. If this is what you want, you need to speak it into existence. And this is one reason why I love women. I love women. I love them so much, especially when they use words like, I'm manifesting this, I'm manifesting that. Even though the logical aspect of my brain, okay, the mathematical aspect of my brain, the scientific aspect of my brain, the portion of me that wants everything rooted in logic doesn't agree when they say things like that. Like, oh, I'm manifesting riches, I'm manifesting this, I'm manifesting a good man. The aspect of me that's logical doesn't agree. I still kind of appreciate that they want to manifest it. Now, keep in mind, I said something about structure and creativity. Them manifesting is the creative aspect, because the creativity is what gives birth to that new thing that you want. And then structure is how you nurture it. So you're manifesting a good man. When you have a good man, you need to have structure in place to keep that good man. Same thing is applicable to men. You're manifesting a good woman. You're manifesting a good wife, a good family. As soon as you manifest that and it happens, you need structure in place to keep it. Okay? So, coming from the law of attraction, your thoughts are moving forces. Even the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so easy. You have to think it, project it, and then attract it. Because without those things, you just astray. You need to understand that this universe, okay, the entire universe has resources. Okay, the universe has a whole bunch of resources, and those resources are what you need. That's exactly what you need. And the only way you could get those resources from the universe is to be in alignment, to love everything around you, to love the entire universe, to be full of love. That's how you can attract it. It's logically not explainable. However, that's how it works. That's one thing I think men can learn from women. Okay, manifesting things that you think you don't even have or you don't deserve. And it just happens because once you can manifest it, you can move like you have it. In Christianity, they can refer to that as faith, or religion. I'll say in religion as having faith. Substance, having substance that you're hoping for, moving like you already have those things that you're still hoping for. You're doing things because you believe that you will have it. Never underestimate the power of belief. The law of attraction is so real. If there's anything you take away from this video, it should be the fact that you can't attract what you hate. You can't attract what you condemn. You can't attract what you're constantly attacking. If you want money, you need to love wealth and its abundance. You need to have that mindset of abundance. If you want to have love in your life, you can't hate the opposite sex. You need to open up. Think about all the people you've had in your past, all of your exes that hurt you, and you need to have this unconditional love towards them. Love that they did it because they're just human. They did it because they just didn't know. They probably did it because you couldn't communicate better. You need to just have love, because that's the only way you can attract genuine love into your life. That's the only way you can learn how to take in everything from the universe. Because if you're not taking everything in from the universe, you're not having everything that God has designed to bless you, and you're not living a fulfilled life. The law of attraction is so real. It has worked for me on so many levels, and I know people that it has worked for on so many levels. You start to move, you start to do things, you start to project things, you start to manifest things, and people will see you and think, this dude is crazy. But that's just who you are. And your thoughts are so powerful. They're so powerful that if your thoughts are wrong inside and you approach someone new, they can sense it. It's almost like electromagnetism, like a wave. You're transmitting waves, and they just don't want to have anything to do with you. But if your thoughts are so right and so pure and so full of love and light, the moment you meet someone new, it's like a spark. You two just, boom, you two just come together and you want to make magic happen. Magic. That's it. Magic is the word. You're making magic happen. You are taking off every limitations you have on your mind, and you're replacing it with the thoughts that you can have anything that your mind believes that you can have. You can have anything that you can manifest. You can have anything that you reach out to the universe to that you want to have, and the universe will move in your favor. If you're watching this and you're depressed in any way, or you're depressed in any way, I want you to believe strongly that that depression has no hold over you. If you're watching this and you think, oh, you don't have enough, I need you to believe strongly that it's just a passing moment. That moment is coming when you will have more than what you need. If you're watching this and you think, I'm never going to be loved, that's enough thought in your head to keep you in that shrinking box until you probably pass away. You want to think in your mind that I am always loved. The universe is working in my favor. I am powerful. I will excel. You need to keep manifesting all those powerful affirmations until your thoughts, until the things you're calling for, until all those things you're reaching out to the universe for becomes your reality. I was even planning to talk about my book, but for some reason, I believe that this will be of immense help to someone. You can get a copy of my book. It's titled Legacy Beyond These Walls. It's a book on poetry and affirmation, inspirational poetry and affirmation, mind opening poetry and affirmations, insightful fictional and non fictional poetry and affirmations. And for the purpose of this video, I have over 300 affirmations in this book that I would suggest and strongly recommend that when you get this book, read those affirmations to yourself. It will transform you, it will transform your life completely. Let me read the first 10 affirmations to you. The first one is I trust the journey of my life. The second one is I am capable of achieving my goals. The next one is I am worthy of love and respect. I am deserving of happiness and success. I am strong and resilient. I choose to focus on the positive. I am grateful for all the blessings in my life. I'm confident in my abilities. I am at peace with who I am. I am surrounded by positive energy. I am proud of my accomplishment. I am worthy of financial abundance. I'm open to new opportunities. I'm constantly improving and growing. I'm full of creativity and imagination. I choose to live in the present moment. I have over 300 affirmations in this book. I'd recommend that you get it and let this book be of benefit to you. Read it to yourself to strengthen your mind. Read it to yourself to make you feel more alive, to become more positive. What you need in this life is just that positive outlook. Without hope, we're nothing. Without hope, we're nothing. One of my clients reached out to me and asked me to work on his dissertation video where he was interviewing homeless people. And one of the videos stuck with me. In that video, he was interviewing this homeless guy. And the guy was talking about how he lost his house, his family, his home, how his daughter would not talk to him, how everything, he had so many bad things that happened to him. And he was like, he's 52 years. He doesn't know if he's going to die at any moment. He was just down, homeless, sleeping on the street. And I was editing the video, I was listening to everything. And at the end of everything he said something like, I know that things will change. I know that things will get better. And I know I'll be here for it. And when he said that, it struck something in me that's it. That's the magic in life. That's the magic we all need. Hope. Without hope, we've lost. We just need to keep having hope and faith. Because without hope and faith, you can't attract what you want. Now, I don't know that person personally, because like I said, I was editing a video, but I believe with the hope that he has and the faith that he has, he would attract what he believes he's going to have. That's all we need, that positive outlook. And also keep in mind that the law of attraction really does work. You can't attract what you don't love. You need to have unconditional love embedded in your heart. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone. Stay blessed.